Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Rani Rohara, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with industry stalwarts interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulae for many. And this is what we aim at with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such personage on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Dr. Mritunjay Chaubey. At present designated as the Global Vice President and Head of UPL Limited, he has been giving his contributions in the environment and sustainability space for around 25 years. He has spearheaded several projects undertaking waste and water treatment, recycling and management, energy conservation, reduction in carbon footprint, streamlining the use of clean energy, making businesses sustainable and environmentally compliant, etc. Keeping up his vow of environmental sustenance, he has authored several journals and books as well. A very good afternoon, sir, and a very warm welcome from WDC.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. So, Dr. Chaubey, you have been committed to environmental sustenance and betterment throughout your personal life. What keeps you driven in the field?
So let me first thank for the wonderful introduction to me. So thank you for inviting me to talk on this subject. So to your question, coming directly to your question, environmental engineering, sustainability, and all this domain, how I get attracted, it's a very, I think, a difficult question because it's not happen in one day. So since childhood, it matters. But I can tell you some of the things which attracted this field. First attraction came when I was pursuing my BTech degree in engineering, and one subject was there, optional subject, environmental engineering. And when I choose that optional subject, since it was optional, I have option to choose some other subject also, because 3 options we need to choose from the various options. So when I taken that environmental engineering, then a lot of interest came in that subject. I scored very good marks, and also more than marks, the professor which used to teach about environment, sustainability, environmental engineering, mainly at that time public health engineering was dominating in environmental engineering. So how to treat the sewage, how to treat the wastewater. So those kind of things attracted me, and then I pursue my master's degree in environmental engineering, and then I has pursued my degree to PhD. So at IIT Delhi, one professor, he was a great professor, Professor N.D. Kaushik, and at that time at IIT, a lot of professors were taking several industrial projects. And that was the time during 95 2000 when economic liberalization was happening, and there was pressure on the IITs to generate their own revenue. So more and more professors are interacting with industry and taking various projects. So my professor, Dr. N.D. Kaushik, he has taken several industrial environmental projects, and I was pursuing doctorate under his guidance. So nearly 4 or 5 years during my doctorate study at IIT Delhi, I came across number of practical problem related to environmental engineering, sustainability, and we work on this, we solved, we provided the solution. And so I think that attracted me a lot in this field. And after that, last 25 years, if you see, then I get chance to work in this field only. So first I worked with the US company Pentair. So Pentair was also at that time creating a design and research center at India. And I was working on some of the design and the research project related to water treatment, wastewater treatment. And then I moved to Shell at Netherlands. And Shell was oil company, but there also I get chance to work on the sustainability, environment, because at that time it was a big challenge for the Shell. Being an oil company, a lot of hue and cry going on from the NGO sides. So we have challenge to work on sustainability, environmental engineering, and so that how Shell is addressing all the environmental issues. Then I came in Unilever. There also the similar challenge was there. They are also being a FMCG company. There was a challenge that how we can pursue the people, that company is doing great work in the environment sustainability. And after Unilever, I came in UPL. So UPL is also a chemical company, agrochemical company. And here also the similar challenge was there, that how to build a trust among community that the company is doing great work in environment and sustainability. So I think these all combination of all these things attracted me toward environment, sustainability, wastewater treatment, ESG.
Right, sir. Very interesting to know this, sir. You have undertaken numerous projects, namely desalination, solar power, reduction of carbon emission, etc. Which of your job roles was the most challenging, particularly where the numbers achieved didn't stand true to your expectations?
So I think I feel that last 25 years, several challenges we face. And as far as number is concerned, I think the first challenge I feel when I was working at Shell at Netherlands. And what challenge was that I was working on low salinity water flooding project. So the main aim of that project was to see that in oil field, when the water get pumped in and oil comes up, then is there are any possibility by changing the quality of water, we get some enhanced oil recovery. So that was the main purpose, and the name of project was low salinity water flooding. And when we were doing, first 1 year, we hardly get any result, because it's a simple thing. In sea, they take the water from the ocean, sea water, they pumped inside the well, and they get the crude oil recovered from there. And the aim of project was that how the water quality impact the recovery. And we did number of permutation and combination related to water quality, but we were not getting much more result. And 1 year, no better result we found. So what I feel that, okay, fine, it's also good that we can conclude that there is no impact of water quality on the oil recovery. And that also may be one of the outcome of our project. And with that aim, we were start concluding, but just I was thinking that let's have some results on the different TDS. Means the mean water quality go on vary with the TDS. So some pump with the high TDS, then the low TDS, then the middle TDS. And what we found at the end of project, that yes, oil recovery get impacted with the change of TDS of water. And when we bring TDS of water at 4,000, 5,000 ppm level, and then we start pumping, then the oil recovery go on enhancing nearly 24 to 25% more. And then it was a very great finding that when you have less salinity inside the water, and if you pumped to oil well, then you can have enhanced oil recovery. So I think that was the one thing I remember. First we faced the challenge, but later on we came out very good result. Later on we published one paper also on the low salinity water flooding. Second challenge I always found while working in the company on the sustainability. Because normally people feel that sustainability is a cost center, and we have to do a lot of expenditure. And okay, for the namesake, sustainability is very good, but we have to incur a lot of cost. But to prove it, that it's make business sense, that happens to be challenge for me at the Unilever also and at the UPL also. And both company, if you feel, Unilever was a FMCG company, and right now I am working with UPL from last 7 years. So this is also a chemical manufacturing company, mainly agrochemical we used to manufacture. So cost is very important for both these companies. And when you are working on the sustainability and environment, then initially we have the challenge to prove that all these work make a business sense. But later on at Unilever, when we work continuous for 5 years, and when we proved that there is a saving of nearly $100 million by reducing the water consumption bill, by reducing the energy bill, by reducing the waste disposal bill, then the Unilever found that yes, sustainability is making a business sense. And at the same time in UPL also, when I came first in 2016, then it was a challenge that how we will prove that sustainability is for the profitability of business. But after working 4 or 5 years, and when the management able to see the value out of sustainability, like we reduce 30% environment footprint of UPL last 4 or 5 years, and 30% reduction means 30% energy consumption reduction, 30% water consumption reduction, 30% waste generation reduction. And when we translate this into the monetary benefit, it was coming nearly $45 million saving out of all the water energy waste. So I think these all are the challenges I used to face in my 25 years of career. But I feel that mainly sometimes when you start some work, then your conviction should be there. And you should work with conviction, determination, then later on the results fall in the line.
Okay. That's commendable, sir. Really commendable. Now, going forward, sir, you have earned the Asian Sustainable Leadership Award 2021 and the Most Influential Sustainability Leaders Award 2018. how did you come about achieving them? I mean, I definitely would like you to, share how it happened and what were your experiences and some maybe few, some examples, some few experiences which you could share with us. Right?
Definitely, actually, I got ASEAN Sustainable Leadership Award in 2021. Also, we got Best CSO of the Year Award in 2017, and also Most Influential Sustainability Leader Award. So I think we work for a certain purpose, and but yes, these award and recognition also play important role because it motivates us to work in all these area. So I think the best, those people, those organizations who have given me this award, they are in position to say that what they have seen. But most probably what I found with the interaction with them, that one good work I have done in the last 25 years of my career in sustainability environment, that I have transformed sustainability as a tool from compliance and risk management to brand and value creation. And if you see my work, then in last 2-3 years, all these agencies recognized, because whether the role, if you see, I played role in last 25 years, mainly on the sustainability, environmental engineering domain. So environmental compliances comes in picture, environmental management comes in picture, and embedding sustainability inside the organization comes in picture. And I have worked on this. But if you see, then the most of people feel that all these works are good to meet the compliances and to mitigate the risk. And mainly their achievement and their showcase happens up to that one. I able to do different thing. I able to manage that sustainability is a tool, yes, for the compliance management, risk management, but it is beyond that. And we have proved at Unilever and as well as UPL that sustainability is a tool for that organization. Now it's transformed in creating the value, and it's transformed to creating the brand image of the company. And if you see the present company, UPL, then if you see 2016, then our score at Dow Jones Sustainability Index was poor. But today, we are the highest, we have the highest score, DJSI score in sustainability among agrochemicals globally. So we have enhanced 3 to 4 times more score in last 4 or 5 years. UPL get managed to listed in the Dow Jones Sustainability Yearbook, and it is the only agrochemical in the world who have been listed in the Dow Jones Sustainability Yearbook. It's very difficult for the agrochemical company to get listed in the Sustainability Yearbook because a lot of environmental and other issues happens and associated with this company. So first time and the only UPL happens to be listed in Dow Jones Sustainability Yearbook under my tenure. So I think all these work on the sustainability, where I have worked on reducing considerable environment footprint of company. I worked on enhancing the international sustainability rating of company like Dow Jones Sustainability Index, FTSE Russell, Sustainalytics. And also, I have worked more on the wastewater management. So one of my book has been also published by Wiley Publication from the USA. and it is a book on the wastewater treatment technology design considerations. So I think all these work maybe get recognized, and today we have these 2-3 prominent awards.
Great, sir. Very nice, sir. Very lovely to hear this. How much support has technology given to environmental sustainability? What challenges in the field can be met with the implementation of Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, etc.?
So see, the technology plays very important role in sustainability. Actually, technology is the main driver and main enabler to enable to embed the sustainability inside the organization. And if you ask from my experience with sustainability and the technology in sustainability, then my experience happens to be very good. And at this moment, inside UPL, we have created one green cell. Green cell is nothing but a technology cell where a lot of engineers, scientists, and biologists are there. And green cell reports to me directly. And there we work on the technological development. And we bring green sustainable technology, implement inside organization to meet our target and goals of the sustainability. And past 6-7 years, we bring one innovative green technology, a scale ban, and a scale ban managed to reduce the water inside the cooling water. So cooling tower water demand get reduced by embedding the scale ban technology. We worked on the forward osmosis technology. That is also a new technology. And forward osmosis enable UPL to reuse, recycle difficult wastewater stream. So earlier it was difficult even to treat the wastewater. Those difficult stream get reused, recycled with the forward osmosis. Also, we developed volute technology, and volute able to manage efficient dewatering of sludge get produced from the wastewater. So I think these technologies play a very important role to reduce the environment footprint of company. And these all are the very good enabler. Also today, we are working on the digitization, digital innovation. And today, if you see, the major challenge is right and the accurate data tracking. So many more organization is saying that we have reduced so much environment footprint, or our target is to reduce the environment footprint. But the major challenge is where the authentic and true data, because the large corporate have many more operating plant around the world. If you see the example of UPL, where I am looking globally environment and sustainability, today we have 45, more than 45 manufacturing plant around the world. And getting all the data, how much water they consume, how much carbon emission happen in each and every plant, how much waste get generated. This is a very big challenge. That get all the data, correlate at one place all the data, and then come out in the sustainability report that so much percentage we have reduced, or so much water consumption happen, so much energy consumption, so much carbon emission. So this is a very difficult task. Earlier, we were relying on the manual data collection, and it's always get challenged. But now we have developed in-house sustainability data tracker. And that is a software which we developed inside our green cell, a in-house sustainability data tracker. And now it's make our job very easy. Every time online, real-time data you can get from all the 45 plant globally, and sitting at the head office, I can just click and get all the data. That what is the water consumption, how much energy consumption, how much waste generation, each and every plant, and then combine together as an entire group how the data is. Also, there is provision, you can go and click and see the supporting document. So all the auditing agency, whoever happens to be, they can just click, see the supporting document, and they can be satisfied while doing the audit. So for audit purpose also, it helps us a lot, save a lot of time. Another technology on the software we have worked on the wastewater treatment performance enhancement software. So we have developed a software based upon AI, and that software able to predict that if this is the quality of wastewater, then so much chemical you feed inside the wastewater treatment plant. So much you feed this particular chemical, you increase so much aeration inside the aeration tank. So these kind of things we able to get very well with the software. And I feel that today's software and the technology, they are the biggest enabler to embed the sustainability inside the organization. Also, it helped in managing the corporate governance. Today, corporate governance is also one of the issues as far as ESG is concerned. Today, a lot of corporate are struggling on the ESG issue. And why they are struggling? Because they don't have adequate, right, and true data. And if you don't have right, adequate, true data, then how you can take the right decision? So I think all these technology, artificial intelligence, software design, this is one of a very good enabler to embed the sustainability inside organization and also to enhance the performance of sustainability of organization.
Right, sir. Very informative. Thank you so much, sir. Moving ahead, since you are now a corporate governance expert, what values do you aim to inculcate from your existing into your new role?
So I think if you look corporate governance, and I told you in last of your question, ESG, sustainability is one of the biggest issue. And in past, we have some examples that how ESG issue has impacted the performance of several corporates. One recent example is Vedanta Tuticorin copper smelter plant. You may have heard 2-3 years back, I think in 2018, a community protest happened, farmer protest, and then the plant gets shut down. Today, the plant is totally closed down, and we lost nearly $3.5 billion US revenue loss. And if you see the root cause, or you can see the Supreme Court judgment, which decided final closure of plant. If you see the Supreme Court judgment, if you see the parliamentary committee report, Parliament has also set up one committee on this. So Parliament committee report and Supreme Court judgment, if you read in this case, it's very clearly saying that there is ESG issue. And if Vedanta corporate able to manage the ESG issue on the time, then this may not happen. And there was a issue related to wastewater treatment. There was complaint from the community that untreated wastewater is getting pumped inside the ground and our entire water getting polluted. Also environmental pollution happening in that area, and community were protesting. And today, if you see, the technology is there. Very good technologies are there where you can achieve the zero liquid discharge inside the plant. You can address all the issues. But why it's happened in Vedanta? Because maybe they don't have adequate and the right data before the management. Maybe Tuticorin was far away. The plant have certain data, but it was not sent to the corporate, and the board not able to see the real scenario, real data. They have not taken decision to address the ESG issue on time, and finally the matter get precipitated, and when they are in position to take certain decision, make some correction, but the time is already passed, and the plant gets shut down by the Supreme Court. And today the result is that as a country, we lost $3.5 billion revenue. It was coming by exporting the copper. Nearly 50,000 direct, indirect employment we lost due to shutdown of Tuticorin Vedanta plant. So I think these all are the area where we can contribute as a ESG expert. And today it's required at the board level that board should be very well aware with the ESG issues. And we are saying ESG issue, then we have to give equal weightage to environment dimension, social dimension, and governance dimension. And we must make it a balance among all these things. So I think from the ESG side, we can contribute a lot. And also, if you see today, then there are several cases are coming where if governance get failed, then the several corporate, several company, they lost because of failure of governance. So in the past, you can see Union Carbide. Today, Union Carbide is nowhere on the globe. But that was also because of ESG. Yes. So I think today it's required, and we are happy that today the board of company get realizing the importance of ESG, and they are bringing several independent directors who are specialized in ESG and sustainability, because they can have the independent directors, and independent directors are supposed to embed a lot of value in terms of ESG and sustainability.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Also, I think why it is important, because my experience in sustainability and ESG is, it is a top-driven approach. You must have to set a target and goal from the top, and then make it happen at the ground. It is not a democratic kind of things where you go on discuss inside the plant with the all people, see what will be the target of sustainability, how much percentage environment footprint you will decrease, how much is possible, and then you set the target goal. I feel that it never ever worked. And in last 25 years, my experience with sustainability is this, that at top level, you set the right target, which is aligned with the Paris Agreement on climate change, which is aligned with the SDG, and just percolate inside the organization that this is our goal, this is our target, and this is a long-term target, this is mid-term target, this is near-term target, and then just go ahead and organization will fall in line. It is achievable. I always found that whenever we set the target for sustainability, then hue and cry happens at the ground level that it's not practical, not achievable. But later on, in Unilever also, I found that we very easily managed to get 50% reduction of environment footprint in 5 years of time. And at UPL also, very easily we managed to reduce 30% environment footprint in 5 years of time. So it's manageable, doable. Only thing is that we must adopt a top to bottom approach. And there the board role comes in picture, because it's responsibility of a board to see that what is the right target we need to set, and whether these target and goals are aligned with SDG, whether it is aligned with the Paris Agreement on climate change, whether it is aligned with the community demand, which is there around your operation, because acceptability of community is very important. If nearby community is not accepting you, then you must have to fail. And the example I have given you, Vedanta Tuticorin plant. When the community protest is happening, whatever the good things you are doing, you have to shut down the operation. So I think there the role of board comes, governance comes, and it's very important that today the board of companies must consider the right target, right goals as far as sustainability is concerned.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for that elaborate answer. I've come to the last question, sir. We are building the global thought leaders community for cross-pollination of knowledge and a community of independent directors for having a better corporate governance in the country. What are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by the WDC team?
So this is a very good initiative, and I feel that this is required, because today the demand and the dynamics is changing, and many more experts are needed in this field. And I feel that the way the structure of syllabus is there, and the way all the reading materials are there, so it's very good. And if like first I start feeling that how to get knowledge related to all company act, governance, so it was looking that it is a very difficult how we can go through all the act, all the things. But when I went with this learning program, and when I see the modules, it is very well designed. Means you have to just click on the module, and maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, each modules are there. Several modules is there, but it's very interesting, and you can listen, and then very easily you can able to understand all these things. Also, they able to organize a lot of expert talk, live expert talk, where we can do the question answer. So I feel it's very good things, very good exercise, and it is going to help a lot to the corporates of getting the expertise from all these people.
Great. That was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire the future leaders. Thank you, Dr. Mritunjay Chaubey, for joining us today. Wish you the very best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. Thank you, sir. Have a great day.